All right, I thought it would be kind of interesting to check this one out together. They've got a post here about primal shards, something about changing the pity. I haven't read through it. I want to read the rest of it together, and then I don't know, maybe we'll check out some comments or something. But it sounds like maybe they're not moving primal shards the way they thought. So let's see. Also, bear with me. I'm sick as shit. I feel like straight up cat ass right now. Just 100% cat ass is what I feel like. So bear with me if I'm nasally, or I'm gonna try not to be too sniffy and stuff. All right, what do we got? Relaunching the server for the Fusion. In this update, we'll tweak the Mercy system for mythical champions. With the server restart, the chance of getting a mythical champion after the 200th primal shard will increase from 1% to 10% per shard. Until, so, like, okay, great. Instead of 300, now it's 210. Just so tone deaf. So this will, I don't think this will do anything. Excuse me. I don't think this will be the final tweak, because if they think this is going to make them move more primal shards than they have been, no one's going to give a shit about this. The beyond 200 is the problem. 300 wasn't the problem. The beyond 200 is the problem for a shard that you're making so incredibly rare. But they don't. They get. I don't know. They present themselves as tone deaf. I'll say it like that. Last but not least, the balance of primal shards in the existing offers will be tweaked. The number of shards in the offers will be increased. For example, the primal pack in the shop will contain 7 instead of 5. This change will go live today, but a bit later throughout the day. Dude, if anybody's been buying those from the shop, y'all are wild. Y'all are wilding out. If you're buying them from the straight up shop and not from pack offers, you're wild. If you're buying them from pack offers, you're still kind of wild, but like, fine, I get it. Do your thing. That shit's so overpriced in the shop, though. Sorry. Tried to mute, missed it. That's also not gonna matter. No one cares about that. No one cares about that. What about all the people that have already bought a bunch of primal shards? You doing anything for them? Not that you have to. Sometimes, you know, that's kind of the risk you take in these games. If you spend your money on stuff, you have to accept that stuff might change, and that's fine. But it's not a bad look to be like, we'll drop a couple shards for the people who've bought a bunch. So, you know what I mean? It's not a bad look, but it's not necessarily mandatory, because like I said, if you're gonna invest in a champion or invest money in something, you have to be okay with the fact that these things might change. You might dump a bunch of Lego books in a champion that gets nerfed. You might spend a bunch of money on a pack that changes. Fine. You know what I mean? It is what it is. It's a shame that in Raid, it's like strictly due to incompetence, though. Like, again, maybe not incompetence, but because I think a lot of it's intentional. It's a shame that, like, this is the game they knew they were playing, right? They're going to drop it, and all the people that were going to spend a shit ton of money on it were going to spend a shit ton of money on it anyway. And then they're going to slowly start trickling down. This is kind of what we talked about when this first started happening, because this is how they do stuff. They drop it at a certain line to milk everybody that they can milk from that line, and then they drop it a little bit further to milk everybody they can milk from that line, and then continue to milk from the people above. And then they'll continue to trickle it down until roughly everybody has reasonable access to it. And they've kind of milked every tier of player down to free to play that they can to make like maximum money. It's incredibly like disingenuous and shitty, but it is smart from a money making standpoint. And if there's one thing they're good at, it's making money. And it is one of few things they're good at least on our end. Making money. So you know, you can't fault them for doing what they do. They've told us who they are multiple times. Let's see what the comments look like. Might have to move this over a little bit. There we go. Right there. The only improvement you need is to remove rares from mythical shards. Yeah, that would help. And then we've got a long response here. Removing rare champions from the pool is not on the list of potential changes, at least for now. Devs are working on the improvements to make mythical champions and primal shards itself more obtainable, and as soon as there is some news, we'll share it with the community. As for the primal shard, this item is closer to void shards by its essence, not a sacred one. That's why there's never been an intention to exclude rare champions. So I guess what they've done is they've left themselves, which again, money making, it's smart. They're stretching this out. So now they've left themselves room to make a void primal shard. And then they've also left themselves room to make some other kind of sacred shard. And then there's still that guaranteed legendary shard that we will see one day, regardless of what Plarium says about it. I guarantee you. I'm blown away we haven't seen it yet. 4 years is a long time to go into a game and not see that yet. But we will see that shard at some point. So I guess they've left themselves room to make at least 3 more shards by doing it this way. And again, it's shitty. And the red shard does suck. It's barely a glorified ancient, you know what I mean? It does suck, but if we're talking money making, they're stretching out these tactics. Raid is panic. No one is buying primal shards. Let's fix this, but not. I mean, we can see. Yeah, I think maybe we're seeing this change. Again, it's hard to read them in this sense. Maybe this is a result of people not spending as much as they wanted. Maybe this is happening sooner than they planned. Or maybe this was the plan all along. Wait until the spending slows down and then just drop it down a little bit. Because there's going to be a handful of people that are going to see this change and go, oh, well, we're getting, all right. I'll buy a few more now. There's going to be more in packs now? All right, fine. Get me closer to pity. And then when that starts to slow down, I bet they'll make another change that'll entice the next level of like spender. And they'll just keep doing that until it gets to a place where it's not completely unreasonable. Code for some shards would be great for us poor people. No promo, no pro. I thought for sure they were going to say something about. You see that? Yeah. I thought for sure they were going to say something about. You can get them from events. I just grinded a champ training. I finished the whole champ training. I actually got the legendary book from it. And I will say I'm surprised that all the fragments for the shard were only like halfway through. I got the whole shard at like, what was it, 7,500, 7,300, something weird like that. And then the whole event was like 15,000. I'm surprised that it wasn't like at the bottom. Where are we right now? We're down here. Yeah, okay. Sorry, you can only see some of my screen. And for some reason, my mouse is being a real jerk about when it shows up. There, okay. Since we only get 1 a month, that means that instead of 25 years to Mercy, it only takes 17.5 years. Login reward is only one of the ways you can get primal shards and primal quartz. Primal quartz is available in the Hydra class, which, come on. Shards are available from tournaments and events. Are they? I don't think I've seen a whole shard yet. I've seen quartz. Which, I mean, technically there's enough quartz in each event to get a shard, but have I seen a full shard yet? More in-game with activities with primal shards and quartz are gradually appearing. Are they? Are they? What has gradually appeared since the release of the shard? What's here now that wasn't here with the release of the shard? So blue shard. Yeah, basically. Oh, they even posted a picture of the rates, dude. Mercy system for the primal shards is better than for ancient and void. Yeah, but is it though? Yeah, but is it though? The default summoning chances are higher too. You have higher chances to get epic legendary champions from primal shards. Dude, I feel so sorry for Nina. That she has to like be the face of Raid on Facebook, and she has to come in here and defend this shit. There's no way. There's no way that she believes what she's saying here. Like, she's mathematically correct, technically correct, the best kind of correct. But I know, I've interacted with these people enough to know they don't believe this shit, but they kind of are in a tough spot, right? Yeah, it's gonna be the same stuff, the whole thing, I reckon. So there you go. Pity is now only your, I mean, you know, so we've popped, I think, 3. I think we popped 3. I don't have RSL Helper open at the moment because it was taking forever to update my game. And then I closed the RSL Helper and my game updated immediately. So I don't know what that was about, but I don't know. You know, we'll get to Pity one of these days. Oh man. All right, I'm gonna get out of here. I just thought this would be kind of fun to take a look at together. It has begun. The stair stepping its way down to potentially getting more reasonable has begun. So we'll see where it ends up in the next, you know, 3 months or so. We'll see what the red ancient situation is looking like in about 3 months. Maybe it'll be a little bit more reasonable by then. Maybe if they want to leave them the way they are, whatever, just put more of them in the game to get. Like, we need more access to them. Because right now it's insane. It's insanely bad. Yeah, that's it. Anyway, I'm getting out of here. Have a good one, guys. Later.